how to properly price yourself, your nail services. If you're a beginner, we've had this question come through a lot over the last couple of days. We want to address this right now on the Biz Talk. All right. Like my cup?
Yes, you're the best mom ever.
It's my favorite coffee cup that we have here at Young Nails. I'm a huge fan of good coffee mugs. Best mom ever is my fave. How does it make you feel?
Weird. Just weird.
That's a very honest answer. Just weird. Okay, let's jump into this topic. We saw this come through on our Facebook, Instagram Live that we just did.
Yep.
I had it on my DMs. I know you've had this question come through on your DMs as well. If you're a beginner and you're starting out as a pro in the nail industry, how do you charge? Should you charge like a low price because you're a beginner? What if you do good work? Should you still charge a low price? Do you have a full clientele? Do you not? A lot of these things matter. This is a very complicated question.
Yeah, there's not a straightforward answer to this one. It is, there's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it, and I want to dive into this. So it depends, right?
And there's the answer.
There's the answer.
It depends.
So let's walk through these scenarios. Put this coffee down first.
Oh, you're getting serious.
I know.
I like that you have it pointed out, though.
So here's the first question, okay? Where's your quality of work as a beginner?
Yep.
And so let's go through this. Let's say you're just starting and your nails are not quite there yet and you don't have a clientele either. How do you approach this with pricing?
Same thing we kind of recommended on the Facebook is I really recommend trying to get as many friends, family, guinea pigs in as possible. Do I suggest doing them free? Yes, for your mom. She birthed you, so yes. Though she's going to be the biggest pain out of all of them. I love you, Mom, but you're a big pain. Then once you're good, friends and family go 3 times the amount.
Interesting pricing strategy there.
Nightmare. Can you at least pay for my product?
Right.
Things like that. Now, that's for someone that is an independent, their own boss. They are able to set their own pricing and able to bring people in. Now, some owners will allow that too. Even if you're working for someone, they want you to be practicing when you're not busy.
Right.
Or you do it at home. I really recommend, giving that deal there to your friends and family and getting that practice in. So when you do have a client in your chair, you're not so stressed about oh, my work isn't good enough and I'm going to have to charge them less, So there's that issue.
Okay. So starting out, no clients, quality's not there, charge cost, friends and family. That's a good strategy. Let's say you do that for 3 months, 4 months. Let's say your qualities, your friends and family are coming back and your nails are staying on, your shaping is good, solid work. So now you're okay, I'm ready to go out into the real world in my own business or in a salon as commission. Let's actually not even talk about commission. Let's just say you're going out on your own. Now your quality is there.
Yes.
You do good work,
Yep.
but you have zero clients.
clients.
How do you set your pricing? How do you go about this?
This is a hard one because for me, I did not give discounts. I didn't go, okay, I'm going to do $25 sets. I did specials. One of my favorites was 2 for 1. So 2 sets for the price of 1.
Very good.
Encourage, friends to come in together.
Volume.
Love because
that.
The volume game is okay, I had 2, hopefully at least 1 books with me.
Right.
I'm going to retain 1. So that I wasn't a big fan of discounting my fills because that is your maintenance.
Yeah.
That's once you build a clientele, that's what you're always doing. The set is a one-time deal. Fills are continual, and it seems like once you set that kind of price of a really cheap or discounted price on a fill, that's the only number they ever remember.
Right.
So it's harder to kind of raise that price.
Yeah.
But what you do on the other end is you do art and things like that. You discount that area.
Got it.
I 4 glitters for the price of 1 this week or whatever it is. You do those kind of discounts versus like, oh, fills are half price.
Right. Okay. So just to wrap my brain around this, you do quality work, you have zero clientele, 2-for-1 special, just to get people in the door, get exposure, right? Get exposure. And you are essentially, you're not, it's a great strategy because you're not discounting your pricing. Let's say you start off at like, let's say $50 for a full set, right? In the very beginning, right? Obviously we want people to grow into $70, $80, $90 for a full set eventually. But let's say you're starting your business, you start at 50.
It's just good money.
Good money. You do 2-for-1, basically breaks down to $25 for a full set, but now you're giving your nail brand exposure for two consumers.
Two consumers who will also, be your walking billboards.
Correct.
To more people that way. And friends love coming in together. They love, so it's kind of it's a good way to get a client.
To get them in the door. Exactly. I really, really, really love that. Now, what about one of the questions I saw is like, that's a good strategy. Okay. I love that. I would personally do that myself. What if somebody was asking me on Instagram specifically, I do good work. My nails last at least 2 weeks.
Wonderful.
But I'm hearing that I should start off, because I'm a beginner, I should start off at $25 for a full set of nails just because I'm a beginner.
Why?
Okay. Exactly. I agree.
Why?
Yep. If you do good work.
Yeah. New designer comes out, the high-end designer. Should they be charging Walmart prices because they're a brand new designer?
Right.
I don't know if that's a good thing to compare it to, but like if your work is quality and you're doing just as good as Becky, it's always Becky for me, client, person next to me, Becky, why would you discount yourself?
Well, we'll see. This is why I like your strategy is that running promotion, setting your actual service price low can be a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Running promotions keeps your service price high, but allows you to kind of discount to get people in the door, but it keeps your service price still high. And I think that is more of the way to go, because if you're charging $25 for a full set, even if you're a beginner, that is so cheap. It's very inexpensive. I think that's a point where the type of clientele that you're going to bring in the door, first of all, are completely value-based. So the only thing they're thinking, they're not even thinking of the nails. It's money, it's price. I want to spend as little as I can. The type of complaints you're going to get, the critique you're going to get, I mean, it's going to get insane. I don't know that you want to go down that road. It's not my choice. I don't like it.
I've seen it. And I just, to be open and honest, like I've seen people go like, I'm going to do, run an advertisement for $10 sets or free sets or whatever. And the customers that come in are not customers that you will retain.
Right.
They're looking for the value,
Correct.
The one-time hit, and they're in, they're out. You get some interesting people
right
on top of it. Now, one thing that I have seen recently that I think, let's see what you think.
Cool.
I've seen some people on Instagram go, I need 5 models this week. 5 models this week because I need for shooting nails on Instagram, so I can put some stuff up. Now, here's the interesting part. DM me. So you're getting start to communicate with the person ahead of time. You're getting pictures of their nails ahead of time. And you're getting a model for your Instagram.
Correct.
What do you think of that?
So smart.
I
think it's a great idea. There was somebody in our community that I think rolled with that strategy, and their first post, as I remember, on our Facebook community was, I'm trying to get new clients. This is really hard. And then their next post was, oh my gosh, guys, I experimented. I experimented with this, looking for models for nails. I'm going to basically offer you a discounted rate, be using these for Instagram, for Facebook, for my nail page. And she said that her response was insane.
Amazing.
It is such a smart strategy. It's utilizing social media. It's basically creating like a buzz and that's really what it is. It's like, let me get you in for nail modeling. Who doesn't want to model, right? It's such a great way to get people's like their vibe and their energy positive towards it. And now you're expanding potentially to new customers and clients. You've got 5 walking billboards, like you said, talking about, oh my God, she used me as a model. So many good things about that strategy.
I like it a lot. Now, let's say though you're just starting out, you've probably been, you might have been doing nails at your kitchen table on yourself for years. I mean, your timing's there, your quality's there. You're in a salon that you're getting, they have people coming in all the time. Would I do anything for free? Would I really discount anything? No.
Right.
I wouldn't.
It's I really like this. It's, we were talking to Gio off camera a little bit about like, well, like how do you build your clientele? Like how do you build a market? He was talking about photography. Like you almost need to, working for free is a good strategy. And I agree with that. Yeah. It is, because in most situations, that are extremely competitive and you need to get your work out there, to intern for like minimum wage or to just do work for free to get your work out there is a great idea.
Yeah.
Nails it's a little bit different.
It's a little different.
We're actually saying in a way to do the same thing by running promos, because even if you do good work, you still need to get your work out in the market. And the 2-for-1 strategy that you're talking about is a great way to get your work out into the market.
Yeah. And like I said, there's still the value of your nails there. So I see this so much is people they're trying to compete against each other, or they're just starting out and they're like, you know what, I'm going to do $20 sets, right? And you can start pricing yourself so low that people go, they must.
Is the quality there?
Is the quality there? And I see it a lot with competing salons.
Right.
Oh, you're doing 90. I'm going to do 80.
Right.
Oh, you're doing 80. I'm going to do 70. And they get lower and lower and lower. And before you know it, I'm just automatically drawn to a person that's charging a little bit more. I may not want to pay for that, but there is a natural tendency to think that there is perceived talent and that your nails are going to be better if you're charging. So we always want to have that list, even when you're doing promos, of your actual pricing.
Totally. That way there is that perceived value. Mm-hmm. Such a great way. Look, at the end of the day, it's all about giving value to your customer. It's no different than what we do here at Young Nails. Our entire business strategy is focused around giving value to you as much as humanly possible in as much quantity as we can. It's making that connection. We don't compete on price here at Young Nails. Like a lot of people would argue, like, I can get nail products, elsewhere for cheaper, and you can, and it's fine if that's your deal. You know what I mean?
But you do promos.
We do. We run promotions very aggressively once a month, sometimes once every 2 months. It depends, whenever we have a flash sale, to give you that opportunity, because we want to give you value there also. But what's more important to us is differentiating ourselves through our brand, our company, giving you education, advice, any way that we can help you build your nail business. That's the key for us. And we would highly recommend you do the same thing, even as a beginner. Look for ways that you can give value to your customer, obviously through your quality, but also through your communication, the relationship that you build with the end consumer also. And if you need to get started, I love Tracy's idea, like, set your pricing, run promos, but keep your pricing that way they see that value. We would love to hear your comments on this below. How have you dealt with pricing structure as a beginner? When you first started, what advice do you have for others? Let's get some conversation going. I would love to hear about it. And with that, say thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week on the Biz Talk.